am not sure if the pumpkin spice latte is still out in the world or if they officially took it down today. I should probably look on their Insta account and see when they're switching the menu over at Starbucks, but I didn't want to risk it because we are going to go to Spirit Halloween and check out what they have for their clearance season. I've never been there the day after Halloween, so they're open 2 more days. Today, tomorrow, and normally they have 25% off today and 50% off tomorrow, but they made an announcement that everything is 50% off today. So I don't know if that means there is literally nothing left or they're just wanting to get everything cleared out sooner. But we're gonna check it out. A few other places that I want to go to as well. There is a Marshall's that I was keeping my eye on, some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, specifically kitchenware, and they had it out just last week. Like, I just saw them put it out. Maybe it'll still be there. They did have a huge clearance section previously. Either way, we're gonna go to Spirit Halloween first, check what they have, and just kind of roll with the day from there. That was even better than expected. They had so much stuff left, including a ton of animatronics. Like, some of them were claimed. Basically, all of the ones in front, like the Mars Attack one and the, I don't even know what the name of that animatronic was, where it like shakes its head and comes at you. Those ones were taken in the front. And the displays too, like the actual cardboard cutouts, those ones were claimed, but everything that was claimed was like, the box was in the back, so you knew that it was taken. Anyways, but there was so many other things. I really was expecting, if I saw anything, to see like stickers, maybe tiny shot glasses, things like that. No, there was like a ton. Since I am doing a whole movie marathon tonight, I went and looked at some of the pajamas that they had, which they had a ton, the stuffies that they had, and this one I was looking at all season, and I kept talking myself out of it. I was like, no, I don't need another stuffy. I don't need another one. Okay, well, 50% off. Yes, here we go. This was my sign. There was only one left, but it's so stinking cute, and it's going to be perfect in the movie room. Then I did find a pair of pajamas that was actually my size too. Well, I like my pajamas oversized, so I got a size up. Spirit Halloween, had to. And since we're doing the whole theme, just stuck with that. They had a pillowcase. Like, we're getting cozy today. We're not ready to let Spirit Halloween go yet, so we're gonna throw it a last hurrah today. Gonna watch Spirit Halloween the movie, get decked out in Spirit Halloween goodies. Oh yeah, and then one more thing, because it wouldn't be complete without it, a new cozy blanket. And this is like a fleecy one too. Reversible plush throw front. Oh, okay. So the front has the little Spirit Halloween mascot and then Spirit on the back. It's really freaking soft too. Fantastic start to the day. I don't even know if I want to continue with like Halloween decor hunting. This was such a good stop. There are a couple other spirits that I could go to, but I don't know that there's anything else that I'm going to see that's different. Like, they had a majority of the stuff left over. We had one final day left of the pumpkin spice. Though there was music playing in there, I risked it for the last pumpkin spice of the season. Target is pretty chill. I can't believe that everything was 70% off already. I never would have guessed that. If anything, when I walked up and it said 30%, I was like, yeah, that checks out. Seems like what they're gonna do. 30% today, maybe 50% tomorrow, and then this weekend 70%. No, they're like, here you go, 70%. Go ahead and take all the Halloween goodies home. I wish there would have been more of the like throw pillows. I did see some from the line that I really wanted this year, but it was already in someone's cart. So I just got there too late. That's totally fine though. I was able to snag, where's it at? Maybe, if I can find it, some coasters. Another thing that I didn't get this year, and they're super cute. They're like the nice ones with the little cork on the bottom. That's gonna go in my movie room for Marshalls. There wasn't as much as I was expecting, but there was like, I think it was just they didn't have everything all together in one section. So you had to like go through the aisles and really find things. There's like little pockets of Halloween everywhere, and then tons of boxes as they're just setting out new stuff. One thing I did find was this Halloween accent rug. It has little ghosties all over it. Perfect for my bedroom. I've been looking for one all season, and yeah, so here we go. That was just meant to be. I was supposed to wait until now to go ahead and grab one. They had a ton of fuzzy socks, a couple of mugs. They didn't have any of the Nightmare Before Christmas ones, but they had the fun little skeleton ones. Like the tall ones with skeletons doing different things, riding a bike, chilling in a bath, like all those things. I did get a couple of those already, so I passed on those. Few things in the kitchen. There was a ghost marble cutting board. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would have been perfect for a charspookery. Why did I pass that one up? I don't know. Hand towels for the kitchen. Best freaking time to snag some of these. I didn't get any new ones this year either. These are the cotton ones that I love. So we got the Witch's Brew, just the classic. Fun fact, the ones that I have right now are pink. So I had ones that were white with different colored potion bottles on them. Some of them had ghosts, bats, things like that. It got thrown in the wash with something, I have no idea what, but obviously it was red, and they're all pink now, so you need to snag a few more. And then just a classic skeleton with the plain go-to. It's gonna go with whatever decor I have up right now. The Witch's Brew, I'll probably save that one for later, but these two will go in my barista at the moment since it's the neon explosion. We are off to thrift some clothes today. This is my favorite time of year to hit up the thrift stores because a lot of them have an actual Halloween section, so they're more willing to take alternative clothing, and so they can have an actual section there. But I've found some really incredible statement pieces to add to my wardrobe, and the fact that we're a couple days out from Halloween now, things might be on sale as well, which who doesn't love a good sale? It's incredibly cold this morning, but I decided I want an iced pumpkin spice latte. I don't really know. I just like what I like. On my list of things, I would like to find some sweaters, some cropped long sleeves, and maybe a couple of dresses just to have. I'm like game for basically everything and anything, but those are like my top 3 things that I'm going to keep my eye out for. We found some things today, which is awesome because thrifting, it's kind of up in the air, right? Like some days I find a ton of things and other days I don't find a single piece that's going to work for me. That pleather jacket, I was so close to throwing that in my bag, but here's the thing. I have one already that almost looks identical to that. And I find myself doing that often of like, I'm drawn towards the things that I already have. I'm like, okay, we're going to leave that there for someone else to find because that was awesome. Like such a good find. Just a cute little cropped sweater. It's going to go with everything. High neck. That way, once it gets a little bit colder, I'm going to be nice and warm because I hate being cold. Okay, this thing, black velour. I freaking love this. Like this with a pleather jacket or a pleather skirt. I love that look so much. It's brand new with tags. This one I need to chat about. It's an amazing piece. I'm going to make a couple modifications just because of how it fit on me. Was like not 100% the way I wanted it, but I couldn't pass it up. This was definitely categorized as Halloween costume. I mean, we have like little potion bottles, there's skulls, there's bats, spiders, there's dinosaurs somewhere. Like, is it on the front? Oh yeah, right there on the bottom. There's dinosaurs on it, and they're wide leg pants. The only thing is that it's an overall. So it has these
and the straps that go with it. So I think I'm gonna rip the seam out for the top here, and it looks like it's pretty easy to do because it's already finished right there. And I did try it on without putting this top on, and the way that the pants fit, it's like right exactly like middle of my stomach where I would want it anyways, so like high-waisted pants. It's a really cool material too. Following up that statement piece, we have a super loud shirt that I snagged immediately. Didn't even try this one on, just threw it in my cart. Really nice to throw over either a tank top or something in the summertime, and it's longer sleeves. It went down to like right here on me, so this pair of shorts, good to go. I'm probably not gonna wait that long to wear it. Then I grabbed a couple of sweaters. So we have this one, the classic black and white sweater, and this one was actually 50% off too. Lastly, the skirt, which I want to pair with some of my crocheted crop tops that I made this summer. It's a high-waisted skirt, so it's gonna look really good with that. Again, with my pleather jacket, maybe even just wear a plain black top and then use like one of my crop cardigans to go with it. I've got options. Stopped at Target on the way home. Everything was 90% off today. I was pretty amazed that there was anything left. The candy was still 30%, so I'm not sure the timeline of that, but I wasn't looking for candy anyways. Went right to the pet section. They had quite a bit left over. We have the scratchers, which Alanis Blossom and Stormy didn't get one of these this year, so they'll be super happy with that. And that's exactly what they do. One goes inside and the other one sits on top, and this one just sits and watches them battle it out. Most accurate cat picture that I've ever seen. This, which is technically for dogs, but it's a pop-up pet house. And they have a ton of these. Like smaller, obviously this is going to be pretty big because it's meant for small dogs. Kind of cycle through their toys so they don't get bored of it. This might not be a play house for them. This actually might be more of a take a nap type of thing. Although the top is like, this is the top, so you can see through it. I have some fleece blankets I'll just throw in there and see if maybe they'll hang out and have a good time, watch some movies with me tonight. I always get this stuff. It was only 30% off, but it was just so freaking cool. It's the Haunted House gingerbread. Windows are sugar, and you can put a candle in it. So a tiny tea light, you just set this over top of it, and then this part glows. They had a ton of them. They had like small ones. They had like a double-decker house. This one seemed the most elaborate to me. I don't know why I chose it. Like, I didn't pick it for that reason. It was the windows. Like, that's what got me. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 panels in the front. There's a side. The roof, I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it stand. Who knows? But it'll be a fun adventure. There's little bat candies in there too. Lastly, I went back and got this. It was obviously the display one because it was all set up and everything. And I did try to plug it in. It does not work, but this part right here is like stuck. So I think I'm just gonna pull the thing apart and see if it's even attached to anything. Oh yeah, no, there we go. That's all it was. I'm sure that's it. It just probably got moved around multiple times, got bumped, got knocked over. It looks in pretty good shape though for all of that. Okay, there's a little plug-in right here. Just easily got unplugged. And it works. Okay, cool. Trick or treat. For my movie room. So yesterday they had a couple of them for 50% off, and then today it was 90% off. It wasn't even a barcode or anything on it, but I just found it on the site and they just typed the number in and they're like, there you go, $5. Awesome. That was probably my most exciting find between these 2 days, especially the fact that it was something I was looking at for decor this entire spooky season, and right before Halloween I almost grabbed it. I saw 2 or 3 of them left. They were 50%, or like, I think at that time they were like 25% off, and I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna last. I happened to luck out this time and got it 90% off. That was a pretty good find.
It has officially been 1 week since Halloween. We are continuing with the Halloween clearance hunting by hitting up Joann Fabric today. The reason that I waited so long to check this out is during Halloween, they had all of their stuff 70 to 75% off, depending on the store that I went into. So I figured I'd just give them a couple of days and maybe we'll see 80-85% off. The other risk that I ran was there will be nothing. We did have some floral that we found, and I was obsessed with Joann Fabrics floral this year. I love the wreath that they had. It was black with a little bit of silver, and they had cobwebs pulled over it, some skulls planted inside there too. Loved those. This store, however, everything was still 70 to 75% off. There was about an aisle and a half, just because there was a couple of end caps left. Not as much kitchen stuff as I was expecting. Some of the Halloween section that they had out this year, it's kind of year-round stuff. So the Nightmare Before Christmas, the Hocus Pocus, that stuff tends to stay out. Now thinking back, I can't remember if that was 30% off or 25%. Skull ice cubes, some spatulas, things like that. But the actual Halloween line that they had with like the measuring cups and stuff, I didn't find any of those. They did have a ton of kid crafts left still, which this is a great time of year to snag up some of those. Had a row of costumes left over, which was mainly just skirts and slips, bunch of tulle that was fluffy. Oh, we had things to make wreaths. We still had some of those left over, which I did snag a couple just because it's gonna go with everything. So I think I ended up getting like 2 or 3 rolls of it. One had a little bat on it. The other one was just plain black tulle. They did have their gingerbread haunted house displays. Those were only a few dollars off. Again, though, you can kind of do that whenever. Homegoods had a little bit of selection left. I walked right through the doors. They had set up 2 or 3 tables, and that was it. Like, that was Halloween. They shoved everything on there. There was a little bit on the wall, too. Pretty much everything was half price right now. The most shocking thing that they had left over was some of their pet supplies, because even in the middle of October, I was looking for some cat scratchers that had bats or ghosts or something around the outside, and I couldn't find them. So this might have been something that was in the back. They forgot about it, and they were just like cleaning everything out. But they had the ones that are half of a circle, so they can scratch in it, but then they can also curl up and take a nap. Those are so freaking cute. The bedroom decor was only $2 or $3 off of the original price, but again, there wasn't really that much left over, so I can't imagine that they're gonna have a hard time moving that. We had some fun kitchen supplies left over, a couple of mugs here and there. There was a really cool tree that was lit up with orange lights. That was almost 70% off. If I had a room in my movie room, I totally would have snagged that up. That was a nice little statement piece there.
The one thing I did grab from HomeGoods that I'm really excited to try is this ghoulish ghost. I got 2 of these because if I love them, it's going to be such a super cute gift. The entire thing was 50% off, so $8. We got $4 for each of them. I've never done punch needle before. Supposedly has everything you need. Embroidery ring, template, punch needle, yarn, threader, 2 pieces of yarn, and easy to follow instruction. Okay, I guess I'll figure it out as I get into it. So that is for me to do sometime. From Joann, I ended up grabbing one of these coffin wall hangings. It's just wood. There's no paint or anything on it. It's a choose your adventure type of wall decor because during the springtime, Michael had a bunch of this moss on sale and I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I thought maybe I would do some coffin terrariums or something during Halloween. That never happened, and now I have this whole bag left. I have a bunch of tiny plastic skeletons. So I figured I'd just play around and have like the moss come out of here, maybe like break up the skeletons so there's arms and legs all over the place. I don't know, just another fun craft to do during this month, as if I need to add that on to my ever-growing queue. Yeah, I just have black and different shades of purple. Gonna go great with my apothecary theme in part of my kitchen. I couldn't make up my mind, so one part of my kitchen is Neon Explosion, the other part is a Witchy Apothecary. I feel like I didn't have to make up my mind, so I did it. From Michael's, I did stop there real quick just to see what they had. Was doing my best not to go and check out their sale because they have it at 70% off right now, but they will eventually have grab bags. Now, not every Michael's store does this, but there are a couple near me that I know they do it every season. It depends on how much they have left and everything like that, but these two things I did not want to miss out on, and if I end up getting one in a grab bag and I have extra, I'm fine with that. This is the Halloween DIY fillable wood decor. It's a cute little cauldron, and you're supposed to put like pom-poms and stuff in here, or you can put glitter, but you can paint it as well. The back has these little clasps, so you can pull this out, pull the back part off, fill what you want, close it up, and then set it to display wherever you want. I want to put all of my yarn ends from projects that I worked in October. That way it's like a little yarn journal that I can set and remember. I'll probably put like 2023, Halloween 2023 on the back here. Who knows? It might be something that I do every year then. For whatever reason, I made so many projects this year, and I used like a variety of yarn too. Hand-dyed, acrylic, store-bought, craft, like all of the things combined together, and there's some really, really cool colors, especially the hand-dyed. They're custom, they're not going to be out anymore, and the little pieces I just didn't want to throw away. So here we go. Cauldron yarn journal. The last thing I got, this is, I'm not entirely sure what it's called because there is no label on the back, but it's a little bat. You're supposed to obviously color this, or you can use resin. I think that's really what it was for, to decorate that way, and then it's just a little place setting. I have some Mod Podge, some leftover confetti from some of the boo baskets that I made. I want to fill it in here, paint it something, either black or purple, and then not fill it all the way up so it ends up being kind of like a notion holder. It also could hold my coffee mugs too, because the Mod Podge I'm going to use is water. I don't know that it's technically waterproof, but it's water resistant, so it could be a giant coaster as well. So I think that is it for our Halloween clearance shopping 2023. I feel like we definitely found some goodies this year. In particular, I am very excited for this and super happy that I got two, because that's going to look amazing in the yarn dungeon. If you were out there shopping around too, let me know what you found. Thanks for coming along with me, checking out all the last minute goodies. Have a fantastically spooky rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.